Hiking around Medeo is one of the coolest things that you can do while visiting Almaty. They have plenty of trails and places to get lost while exploring the area.
This is Medeo, which is up in the mountains just outside of Almaty, and it is the jumping off point in order to get to Shymbulak Peak. And right behind me is the cable car station, and as you can see, you can take a cable car straight up into the abyss, and I'm looking at a very tall mountain back there. Let me see if I can zoom in on this for you. I have no idea where this actually goes, like which one of these is Shymbulak, but I am up in the mountains, and it is, mountains here are tree covered, and then you get back there and it's just straight rocks and peaks. This is the famous Medeo skating rink right behind me, and then the mountains beyond that, and there is some enormous staircase that goes like up into the mountains and I think winds around the road, but I don't know where my hike starts. We're gonna figure that out. So here's the starting sign. I've chosen the Kimisar Gorge route, which runs apparently right up next to a river. Medeo, the starting point, that is, I don't know, maybe a 5-minute walk down the hill right there. But this is it, this is the hike. It's kind of difficult up here because there's about 1 million different hikes that you can do, and they all vary in length and difficulty, but I'm just gonna walk up this mountain, through the valley, see what happens. It's very pretty so far, beautiful day. The guy at the hut just charged me 500 tengi to go to Peak Furmanov, which is $1 US, not the end of the world. He said it's 7 kilometers from here, and then 7 back, so 14 kilometers, about, let's see, 9 miles total. But I think it's easy at the beginning and then it gets difficult. I think that's what I read. We're gonna find out. There's a waterfall maybe halfway up, according to that sign. So, I don't know, I would love to jump in somewhere, although I imagine that it's absolutely freezing. I'm about 2 miles in, maybe less, maybe like 1.5 miles. And man, you've gotta bring water on these hikes. It's sunny and just the altitude is getting me. You're starting at an elevation of like, I don't know, 7,000 feet, 2,500 meters, and just straight up so far. Not, I don't know what that article I read and the all trail stuff says it's not a difficult hike, but this is straight up. And here's my sign. So Furmanov, which I said earlier, that's what I paid the guy 500 tengi to go up to. That's 4.5 kilometers, so like 2.5 miles, and then another kilometer to get to Panorama. We'll see. 2.5 miles is not very far, but if it's straight up, then it's gonna be tough. Only 4 kilometers left. Again, straight uphill. Furmanov, there it is. I just refilled my water bottle with some spring water from a rusty pipe. So let's hope I don't get sick from this. Seeing as I'm in Kazakhstan, the land of wild horses, it's only fitting that I'm now hiking next to some wild horses. Here you go. Of course, this amazing view behind me. The valley's kind of starting to open up, and yeah, I can almost see the beginnings of Almaty down there. Amazing views here. Another boy. Tayrat. Making our way up to Furmanov. Amazing stuff. We're making headway here. A little over 1 kilometer left, more than half a mile to get to this peak. There she is. It's flattened out a little bit here for the next, I don't know, maybe 1/4 mile. But after that, it is straight up the ridge of the peak. And I don't know if you saw it, I'll show it again, but there's another peak behind Firmanovka called Panorama. Here it is. Firmanovka Panorama. I don't know if you can see my breath, but getting a little chilly up here as well. Gotta keep it moving, but man, just this valley to my left, like, I mean, amazing, so beautiful. And all in all, it's probably gonna cost me like $10 to do, and I could have done it cheaper if I had taken the bus. Final 800 meters, the home stretch, and apparently the most difficult part. We are high up, man, making progress. It is a little chilly up here, and I'm in shorts. Guy I just passed told me sneg, which means he thinks it's gonna snow. But we're getting there. Here's what's left. With a time of 4 hours on the nose, I have made it to the top of Firmanovka. The sign behind me says 3,053 meters. I am not an expert, so don't quote me on this, but I think that's about 10,500 feet. As you can see, behind me is Panorama Mountain, which is covered in clouds and therefore quite dangerous to hike up. Apparently the weather can change at any moment. There could be snow, there could be lightning, anything like that. I'm looking down at the city of Almaty, which it's absolutely incredible to imagine that about 4.5 hours ago I was down there. And then over my right shoulder, covered by clouds, are even taller mountains. And it's beautiful. I mean, if you come to Kazakhstan, I think Almaty is the place. And you've got to get up into Medeo and Shymbulak and this mountain range. This is one of the more beautiful hikes I've ever done. On the way back down, Pukanova, and much easier than on the way up, but man, such a cool place. Really great hike. 10 miles round trip. I just filled up my water in this little creek that comes straight from the mountain. I mean, look at this thing.
The whole area is absolutely beautiful, and if you just want to go up, walk around, and take some pictures, you can do that too. They have cool little coffee shops selling snacks as well, and of course the cable car that will take you to some unknown mountain.